Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of beautiful things all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always tuning into this platform. I really do appreciate. Please do it to like our video, share, and subscribe. Today, I have a wonderful one that I want us to watch, and I will be watching it with you. Sit back, watch it, and I'll be right back.
Please gather the strength. Use that strength to make sure that you fight for your freedom. This thing that happened yesterday might be your village tomorrow. It might be your families. Have you been sleeping with your two eyes? Have you thought of something like, if it is my mother or my brother, how will you feel? Have you called those people you are doing 1 million march for to come and help you? Our leader is still in DSS dungeon. You are busy dancing for the tune of the enemies that been killing your brothers and sisters. If they're not the one killing, if they're not the one inviting them, since they saw the video of different colors of helicopter dropping people in Enugu, have you heard anybody saying anything about it? No. Biafrans, please wake up. Wake up and collect your freedom. Okay, continue.
Obi, this recent attack in Enugu is a point of connecting some dots and reflecting on many things because there is an audio where MNK said something where he said, if you don't give us weapons, they will come and kill us all. If you don't allow us to protect our people, they will come and slaughter us all because we don't have leaders that can stand and speak for us. All the people that we have that were given to us was given to us so that they can do the bidding of the slave masters of the caliphate. So, with these things that is happening, it is exonerating MNK's prophecies every day. If you can remember when the people in the Ebonyi were invaded and killed under the nose of and under the in the very eye or before the very eye of Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi could not do anything. He only came out and was crying and lamenting in front of Hossein Bajo. Now we see something happening in Enugu. There's another video that I would have played here now, which I don't want to play. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
I want people to go back and then reason and then think. If you have been shouting "One Nigeria" all the way from 1960, and when you were shouting "One Nigeria," they were opening fire on you and at you. They were not just killing people with weapons and ammunitions and knives and machetes and bullets and guns and bombs. The Ogunigwe that you see in our land were made by our men with natural things that God gave us. Now, if you have been shouting "One Nigeria" all the way from 60s, and then when Britain aided and helped them to slaughter you in numbers and in thousands, you were yet shouting the same "One Nigeria" in your mouth. You were shouting to see that there is hope, there is aspiration, there is freedom. In the midst of you shouting "One Nigeria," coming out to greet them and to praise them, that is when they were slaughtering you into pieces. And they were opening fire on you and at you. And they did it to even children of 6, 5, 7 years old, as far as you were a male child, because they understood the importance of male children.
Mm.
They understood the importance of male children that when a male child grows up, he becomes one of the gallant soldiers of Biafra. Now they understand that one of those male children that they could not get a clinch on is Mazen Namdekan. As the drum of the war was sounding in all over the province of Biafra land, that was when Mazen Namdekan was coming out from her mother's womb to this very earth. And he came down and he was hearing the sound of that drum. He was hearing the sound of the bullet. He was hearing as people were crying and shouting. I want people to understand the reason why you must break this contraption to free you. If they are even killing you on the eve of the election of 2023, it is a point of reflection for you. It is a point that connects the dots and gives you every reason why you must destroy one Nigeria to be free. It is the reason why you must not even allow anything Nigeria to happen to you again in the name of election. It is the reason why you should locate any place that they call INEC office and make sure it does not exist anymore. because it is the existence of that INEC office that has made you to be killed today. And if you allow that office to still exist till tomorrow, it is also preparing for the next line of people that will be killed and slaughtered to pieces tomorrow, which you don't know. So when you are singing One Nigeria, you're singing Obedience, singing Tinubu, singing Jakaban, singing Kwankwaso, you are actually validating the next set of people that will be killed in the next community. What are you supposed to do? Making sure that no election stands in Biafra land. Because it don't depend on obedience. Obedience is nobody. Obedience cannot change anything. Obedience cannot do anything. A northerner said, it is not Biafra that is killing us in the north. Oh. It is not
No.
Biafra that brought Boko Haram to come and kill us. Oh. It is not Biafra that is causing the insecurity in the north. Oh. It is not Biafra that is causing no development in the north. Oh. He said it's not Biafra that is also causing the Almajiris in the north. Oh. He said it's not Biafra that is causing it that we have the highest numbers of people in power in one Nigeria from the north. But yet the north is so bad as where there has not even been anyone from there seated in the seat of power. But because of what? Because of the Islamization agenda.
Agenda.
Because of that heartlessness, which you have people with diverse mentality and their own diversity is different from what you have on the table. MNK was not there when they were fighting the war. He was not using the weapon to also fight. I was not there. Omasi Simon Ekpa was not there. Obi here was not there. All of us were not there to carry the weapon ourselves. But when you hear of what happened, you will not let go because since that time to this time, you have not been free. I am asking you that is watching us now, and you have just listened to my Simon Ekpa's podcast. Tell me from 1929, right from when our women stood up for the Aba Women Riot, which was all over the eastern region of Biafra, protesting against the slave masters and the colonial masters that had made all their husbands and their chiefs and governors to become what? Warrant chiefs and governors to the colonial masters, which they could not stand on their own ethics and ordinances. They would tell them, you have to impose so sanction on your women and children in your community. They would do it because the colonial masters were sitting on top of their brain. They promised them power. They promised them everything on this head just to give them positions. When you see all these ones that are coming back and telling you they were a ambassador or a emissary going to so place and they were sent to so country. Someone like what is this present? This president or a president? He is one of the people that benefited from this one Nigerian colonial masters pattern. So if you calculated from 1929, before it got so worst that our women, our wives, our sisters had to stand up to say, our men have been made useless. They have used something to tie the mouth of our men. The fight is now in the hands of our women. They had to stand up to fight. And could you believe that even as women stood up to protest and started fighting, colonial masters and one Nigerian government, they had no pity on women than to open fire on them. They killed women in broad daylight. I want you people to understand what has just happened now in the killing that is happening in the eve of the election of 2023. It is what you should use to connect the point and dissociate yourself from one Nigerian government. Ask yourself the question, if you are being killed on the eve of the 2023 elections as you're going into it, and then the people that you run along the road canvassing and campaigning for them every day, they don't give a damn about your life. They don't care whether you were slaughtered, whether you were maimed or cut to pieces. They don't care whether your communities have been invaded. They don't care whether you don't have anything to eat. Which day did the flood finish? Didn't you see dead bodies of children and women and men floating on water? You saw it. How far did the government of the day come to your aid? Now, that one has not just passed. Oh. The flood has not totally dried up yet. And people have not yet recovered from that disaster, which the government of the day set up to use it to plague the people. The next thing you see is that they now come and give you bags of rice and granite and oil and one leg of goat and chicken. And they now drag you into the road and give you 500 naira. You go and start protesting. The same you that is going about protesting for your next killing. Tomorrow, the same people that you went out to protest for, connive and signed documents, brought Boko Haram, brought the terrorists in uniform and the foot soldiers in the name, and they wear uniform as army personnel and police and army and navy, they also wear uniform as a bubago, and then they are coming to kill you again in numbers. You wake up and see your brothers and sisters lying dead. The ones that went into the bush to go and harvest their crops and then cultivate just to bring it out to make ends meet, they cut them to pieces. Then you are still going to go and shout, obedient, obedient, one Nigeria, governor of Ipob, governor of Anambra, governor of Enugu, governor of Bayelsa, governor of Delta, governor of Akwa Ibom, governor of Calabar, governor of Rivers. Your mumu not too much. You have to wake up and understand something. When something happened to you, you need to use it to learn, to understand that these are thousands and many reasons why you need to destroy the contraption. You don't need to allow the 2023 elections to hold because it has not benefited you in any way before, and it is not going to. Obi, the mic is yours, please. Fire on.
Okay. I want excuse me, I want to ask Biafrans, what do you want? Is it freedom or want Nigeria? Because some of them still want new Nigeria. Who motivated you to start singing for new Nigeria or to start singing for seeking for your freedom? Is it your father or your mother? You need to know that nothing good comes easy. You need to know that your freedom is like bag filled with goodies. This killing, they are not going to stop until you start defending yourself. If you are not fighting with anybody, nobody will separate you. If you are not fighting with me and Akbarawa, if we see each other and pass on the street without blow, nobody will come and say, hey, buddy, what is that? Stop, stop, or help me, or help him. Don't say Ada Biafra is inciting violence or is telling you to go and fight. If the fight is already on your doorstep, what do you want to do? You are a coward. You want to run away? No, answer me. I want to know because I don't understand our people. This thing that happened in Enugu yesterday have been happening in Izombe, in Olu, in Ohafia, and some people have the guts to be in 1 million march, showing their faces. We are seeing you guys, so we are seeing even your comment in Vanguard News, in Punch, when you are supporting vote for Peter Obi, vote for Peter Ada, vote for Tinubu, for some Yorubas who did not see anything wrong with Nigeria and decide to go and be campaigning for Emiloko. For the Hausas, the real Hausa, not Fulani, who is still shouting for Atikuluta. They never kill you enough. Islamization is for everybody. If you don't cut it now, it's like virus. They will eat you all. Remember, when Palestinian was fighting and the terrorists took over the government, Boko Haram went to give them some dollars, oil money. The oil money is why they want to come and help them to fight the jihad war. If you know how to pound inside the mouth. If you don't know how to pound it on the ground. I rest my case.
Obi, thank you. There's something I wanted you to learn your voice. Because yesterday and the day before yesterday, when we were sounding the drum, you were nowhere to be found. I understood you were at work. I respected that so much. Ejiofor came to Radio Biafra and was speaking in Igbo. And when Ejiofor comes to speak to Biafrans, telling you all the lies and the propaganda from what he will tell you that Mnk is telling you, or Mnk is health and hearty. Ejiofor has a different way of telling you. Now, let me play this video so that you hear how Ejiofor used to say it. Thereafter, now, I will now ask you one simple question. Listen to this video first.
Our leader is in high spirits. Ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ okoko, ụmụ achịkọta ekwu ọnụ. Our leader is in high spirits. Ụmụ Chineke, our leader is in high spirits. Ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ okoko, ụmụ achịkọta ekwu ọnụ. Our leader is in high spirits. Ụmụ Chineke.
Obi, if you listen to that video now, you heard Umu Ekwensu, Umu Echikote Ekpene, Umu Yo, Umu Akwa Ibom. Our leader is in high spirit. Umu Delta, hey, our leader is in high spirit. Umu Robo, hey, our leader is in high spirit. Now, the question is, why is it that when our leader is in high spirit, in order to convince Biafrans, it was very, very good in English language to be able to make everybody to understand and for the message to go very far. But when it was time for a different ball game, which he himself understand what he was doing, it was best to be done in Igbo. When he was speaking to the entirety of the people that he claims to be listening to him. In your own way, explain something before I say what people have called me to give their opinions and how other people are saying.
You know, I'm not just happy that we started this Ejiofor. This thing is what I told you. Remember, I told you that that time we raised this case, we should have started that early. By now, maybe our leader would have been out. This man, I noticed it when he would always go and say, "My client, our leader is in high spirit." I said, "What is this? This man is." You remember? You remember we fought inside internal fighting. You remember it, right? Our Simon said, "Leave him alone. It's not even easy for him in Zoo that
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing his fight."
yeah. I can remember
So
that about that.
that was when my attackment started, because since then I was not comfortable. I wrote some things on Facebook. Some learned colleague in the Facebook started commenting rubbish. I let them be. Some of them later blocked me, removed me because Biafra, every time Biafra, Biafra. I don't give an F. I saw this thing long time ago. But thank God that Simon has decided that when he gathered his information as a criminology, he is in his field. He don't jump into things anyhow. Now I think the information he gathered is full in his hand. So he's calling you very soon. People will start stoning anybody that called them Umuchineke, because this is an insult. This same man. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Very soon, if you call somebody Machineke or Umuchineke, you will stone the hell out of your head. This same person made what is that, our foreign lawyer, not to see our leader. You remember Bruce Fair?
Yes,
How many times
yes.
we paid 5 times flight for him to go to Nigeria? They never allowed him to see our leader. Do you know the result of not seeing our leader? That is why we are still here. If that man have succeeded in seeing our leader by now, all these things can be important. If for don't come out, everything for don't they under waiting they hide under the sun go down scatter. But anyway, Okike has a way of doing his own thing. Thank God our leader is still alive, because those things are why we are getting there. When we finish these inside criminals, inside killers of his people, Biafra will march. Surprise! If you don't, for people that are listening to me that say how we will force you, we will how you into Biafra that time. You will be amazed. And for you that want to give these people 4 years, give Biafra 4 years, highest 8 years that you want to give Tinubu or you want to give Articuluta. For Ejiofor to open his mouth, go and watch that video. The clip is 44.55 of Simon Ekpa broadcast. 44.55, or you can start from 44 or 40, so that you don't miss anything. Watch it 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You will see how Barrister Ejiofor messed himself up. The same Ejiofor will tell you he was watching it with CCTV camera. He saw when the people that came to kill him were injecting Gentle. He saw when they killed him. He saw when they were dragging his dead body to the car. He now turned around. After they left, he came out and saw his brother, who they did not kill. They met him. If they didn't see Ejiofor to kill, what stopped them from killing his brother than going to kill Gentle? What offense did Gentle commit if he didn't set him up? What happened to Ejiofor that they cannot enter through the roof? If they cannot get Ejiofor, when they saw the brother, why didn't they buy the brother? No, you have to think critical. You see this autopilot, we are critical thinkers. They left his brother and Ejiofor came out. The brother said, bro, if you like say they don't kill this guy, you're Gentle. He said, no, for where? No, it's not possible. The same Ejiofor who told you that he saw the CCTV camera when they were injecting him before they buy him, before they drag his dead body. Biafrans, you have to be thinking. We'll just go. That is not our interview. This is either Sahara Desert interview. I don't know the Zoom media that did that interview. The guy was asking him, the same Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor who opened his mouth to say that Gentle is not his PA. Gentle is his domestic worker. What is domestic worker? The same Ifeanyi Ejiofor still put a memo sometime last year calling Gentle his domestic staff. Wrote his name as Gentle. Our ESM commander is now his aide that he's paying. Biafrans, if you are supporting Ifeanyi Ejiofor, it can be, Gentle can be your direct brother. It can be your father. It can be your husband. It can be your uncle. It can be your relative. Put yourself into the shoes of the father of this boy, the brothers of this boy, the relatives, the wife or children of this guy. Then, before you continue your supporting, because some of you have drank the poison because it is in your brother's cup. Because DOS, the Directorate of Saboteurs, have been telling you, no, don't mind these people in the autopilot. You are bringing cost to you. You don't know who is next. If we don't buy this man on top, many people would have been tied since then. So remember, it's not only Gentle that usually go there. Because we entrusted, because he's our leader's lawyer, we trusted him so much that even some of our ESN boys usually go to his house to sleep. I rest my case.
Obi, there's one question still pending for you to answer. I want you to explain something to Biafrans. If, as we speak now, and we are communicating to all Biafrans all over the world, and Biafrans from Urobo, Isoko, Ibibio, Efi, Kalabari, Igala, Shekiri, and all whatnot, even the they listen to us, and the Ambazonians, 95%
Exactly.
of them, 95% of Ambazonians are Ibibio and Efik, and they are all listening to us when we use a common language to speak to them, and they are used to us and they understand that that is the common language we must always use to speak to them.
Exactly.
And that is why, as we are here now, we have almost 500 people watching us, even as it is late, because they know we are communicating to them. Now, suddenly, I then start speaking in only Ibibio or Efik.
Thank you. Thank you.
Start speaking in only Igbo. Why will I start speaking in such language? Do I still want all the people that I'm talking to be carried along? Do I still want all of them to get the message? Or it is because I don't want them to get the message? I'm not here talking to them. I am actually here to do something different. That is why I don't want to communicate in the language that they should understand. My question to you, Obi, is why did your father normally comes to tell Biafrans? Our leader is in high spirit. Our leader is in high spirit. And then now, he decided to use only Igbo speak. Why did he have to use Igbo to speak? Explain to Biafra in your own way.
In my own way, he is now one of the Fulani terrorists, because you remember when they kidnapped our leader, the first speech they made was in Hausa. Now, because we have caught his red-handed, he decided to speak the language that people will not understand. I say, you don't understand. I know you don't understand Aparawa. People that understand what I just said, understand it. Instead of you to communicate, you are doing granting interview to the whole. You know how many people are watching? We are watching that will watch that, so that you will not understand. Maybe you will interpret now. Or they say Ada Biafra interpreted it wrongly. It's not what I meant. You, as a learned person, you went to school, Abi. You decide to talk to the public, and you decide that Igbo will be the best language to use when a critical international case is in your hands. Our leader's case is not Nigeria case. It's not only Biafra case. It's international case. It's world case, world class case. That's why when I see him putting something inside his earpiece in the court, I'm like, who is this man communicating? He's doing interview. He has something in his ear. I'm like, does this man know the kind of cases? You know, so we have many people that are supposed to take this case. I don't know, people, our leader anyway, he might be doing it because he feels that he's a friend of his. But this friend is who have done the whole master plan of kidnapping our leader. He was the one that meeting with governors. He said it with his mouth. Go and watch it from 40 up down. He said he was having important secret meeting with the governors. He said it with his mouth. Very highly security with the governor. Tell me, Ejiofor, who is our leader's lawyer, having meeting with Eastern governors who have been looking for our leader's head, taking our leader wife to Asari, who promised to smoke our leader out. Asari said it. The video is there. Not Ada Biafra. I'm just repeating it. That he said he must smoke our leader out. Speaking Igbo shows that he has ulterior motive. He don't want to tell the world what is going on. But by the time we bring out his naked picture, that is Caro White Ntanta will be outside. Film will end. By the time we bring, because by the time Wotowoto enter his brain, I pray he will be alive he will survive it. He better back down now. Get out of the media team. Get out of the lead. What do you call it? The legal team. Get off that place. You are not qualified to be there. I don't even know how many cases you've won before. But it's Ejiofor. I was a law student, so I know my onions at least. Before I back down, I've gotten to almost 300 level. So I know when things are not going right. Any sensible lawyer listening.
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new buzz boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.